I mean, let it, because it's always something to argue about, you know? Always something. It's always something.
All right. Boom. Episode 35 of Say What's Real, guys. I'm your host, Mellow15. And I got a special co-host with me today.
I'm here again. I'm back, bitches.
And yeah, if you hear that song in the background, Save Your Tears, by the way, Bad Boy still didn't win a Grammy. So, yeah, I mean, I'm gonna play it. I might play that song every episode until he gets a Grammy.
Hey, man, fuck him.
So that could be a year, 10 years. Yeah, that might be a thing now, dude.
Probably
We just
until the
invented it
Grammys
on
are
the
over,
spot.
hopefully.
But yeah, if you guys are new here, we drop videos every Monday. Yeah, subscribe, hit that like button.
Mellow 15.
Yeah, bro. And the notification bell, because I know somebody at work said that he gets my notifications. So thank you, by the way.
Hey, man.
Yeah, thank you, Sterling.
Stay up on him.
But yeah, we're gonna start off this week, bro. I'm excited. By the way, no. But you haven't been on in a while, and you kind of made me hit the weed pen before we started. So I'm just gonna. I'm floating.
Yes.
I'm floating right now. That's just what it is. And I'm not gonna try to like.
I need you in good spirits, man.
Yeah, for sure. I'm trying. You know, there's past episodes where you had me do that, and I was not trying to hide it. Like, oh, hopefully the fans don't see. No, I want you to see.
We're there.
Yes. So let everybody know just quickly what's been going on with you since the last time you're on, bro.
Man, got this. Working on figuring out my streaming. Working on figuring out some podcasting to myself.
Yep.
Dealing with this COVID shit and not worrying about the holidays.
Like you don't have COVID though, right? Let the people know. You said dealing with COVID. It's like
dealing
you know,
with
chill.
it like the rest of you. The rest of you who talk about like this is happening and that's happening, and like you said before, if you are watching the videos, Google the shit. Google it before you have a conversation. Please just don't.
Do us a
Say
favor
something
and
else.
just fact check it, dude.
So that's really what I've been focusing on, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to stay above any curve. And yeah, like I said, not worrying about these holidays, man, because with everything going down, if you are worried about the holidays, you better steal. Steal it. Fuck it. Steal it. It's not going to work.
Yeah, the video they showed us, the guy in the ski mask robbing the bank.
You see what I'm saying?
I have a full-time job. I might have to do that, dude.
If that was nowadays, people would just be like, I get it, man. It's COVID. You want some food? Yeah.
I mean,
the
my
apples in the
niece
bag.
last night. My niece asked me. I asked her what she wanted for Christmas. She's like, "Oh, I want a horse."
See?
How am I gonna get you a horse, baby girl? I'm gonna have to go rob a fucking bank now, dude.
Mm-hmm. You can get.
I'm gonna
one of
have
those
to
little
rob
dolls,
somebody.
though, you know, they'll never know. Kids are easy to manipulate like that. Oh, you wanted a real one. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. We'll ride this and yeah. Wait till next year.
Emily might have to start her OnlyFans, and I'm gonna start robbing banks. That's what it is, dude. That's what we're doing.
Hey.
COVID's pushed us to that point, dude. You know? We're just robbing everybody, dude. I'm not paying my bill at the restaurants no more.
Right.
I'm done in Nashville, dude.
You're not getting no present this year, man.
Like, come back, pay for your egg roll.
Any
Like,
kid who's talking about, I need a better present this year. You got a mask.
wear one,
happy.
though. No,
Yeah, man. Same old stuff.
I
Bro.
think it is corny though when people wear like masks and hats to have like MAGA on it. You're like, I get it. You're a Trump supporter, right? I get it. But it's like you're wearing another man's logo on you. That's
Why?
the biggest pause moment I can think of, dude.
You only get certain logos. L.A. Places that you represent. But
Yeah. Or
on
like a brand.
fucking
Like a
mask,
brand.
like,
I'd wear
how
a
long-
brand.
How long are you really wearing the mask, bro?
Maybe 4 years, 8 years tops at most.
You see what I'm saying? And everybody's acting like 2021 is going to be the new thing. So what the fuck did you buy the mask for? You're going to look at that shit 2 years later and be like, why'd I spend $30 on that fucking mask?
What were you saying, Anderson?
That's hella funny you mentioned that because me and Kylie were at Target the other day,
Uh-huh.
and it was the first time I've ever seen one in person.
Like a MAGA hat?
Like he was wearing the hat, a shirt, he had a button on his jacket, and it was just
Did you guys tell him like, hey buddy, your president lost. Your president fucking lost, dude.
like he was like
Yeah.
it was the first time I was like, bro, I've never seen one in person. It was like seeing it.
It's almost like, and this is a good comparison.
I have.
You guys will agree with this. It's a good comparison. Like it's almost like when a lot of people from the South do this. It's not everybody from the South, but you know what I mean. But when they wear the Confederate flag stuff,
Right.
like I get it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. I'm just gonna say I get it. 'Cause I don't want to lose viewers. You know what I mean? I don't want to lose subscribers anymore.
I get it that it's what you want to do.
Yeah, I get it, but like you're the losing team, right?
Yeah.
It's like you guys wanted slaves. You can't have them
Mm-hmm.
because Abraham Lincoln. I don't know. It wasn't all him.
Right.
But like,
even
let's
still,
just
it's
pretend.
like,
Let's just pretend.
right,
Honest, Abe. So
if it was, if it's what they'd say, you lost. You took the L.
you guys got the revenge. You guys assassinated him at a movie theater. You know what I
and
mean?
we still let you
So-
throw it up. It's like saying,
dude.
hey, man, I almost beat Jordan. We know.
No, you almost. You all Utah. You guys are Utah.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. But
That's-
it's like
yeah.
it's like the losing team. I'm not about to wear the losing team's attire.
Right.
Like you know when you grew up, Justin, there's like those kids that are like, oh, my favorite team is whoever won the Super Bowl. Like, oh, of course, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, the Riders.
the Riders.
The Riders. But I
It started working until they looted their own businesses.
bro,
It's like, oh God, this was Aunt Katie's business. Yeah,
bro,
yeah, it was.
bro, that whole, like I said, man, that whole thing, man.
Hey, if they rob, Justin, if they rob hair salons, like who's dyeing their hair blue now? You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? How are you gonna get your hair blue now? I'm not going to Walmart and getting the splat. You know the splat hair dye?
Mm-hmm. Nobody.
It's embarrassing. People wear that though.
But that's kid stuff. I mean, I guess you can get away with it.
You could. It's just embarrassing, dude.
I mean, hey, man, right now.
You impressed me, so I'm gonna tell you why. On Facebook, you were you were talking about. We were sharing memes
Right.
about Nate Robinson getting knocked out by Jake Paul. He got knocked out. I want to get your opinion
Yeah.
on this because, like, this. I know you got something funny to say, or just insight. What did you think about it, bro?
I'm gonna be real. I didn't watch their fight completely. I seen highlights.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I got two things to say, and one of them's partly what you said. Come on now, like who would have really gotten the ring? And I'm not saying ain't none of you guys boxed, but who would have publicly boxed? What you know, when you know people are only want to watch your fight because they're waiting for Tyson's.
Yeah.
But that's still, you got to think about the fans that Tyson had. Millions of people might watch you get knocked the fuck out. And Nate Robinson got.
It probably was millions for sure.
Right. I honestly heard more about Nate Robinson than the actual fight of Mike and Roy Jones.
Was
Right.
it that like one of the biggest knockouts on the card though?
Bruh.
Did someone get knocked out bigger?
Woo.
I didn't hear it.
No. All I can say is I thought it was fake. The first 2 seconds when he had
Oh, he dropped.
hands.
His hands were
When you're-
not, it was crazy.
First, let's keep it real. Nobody ever has their hands here. If you feel like this, Nate shouldn't do it again.
I believe when he got dropped, but like I just couldn't believe like what he said when he was just on the ground for like mad long. I'm like something.
Like
Sums up.
if I'm
felt like
on the
it.
ground, get up.
But I'm gonna be honest.
People
with you,
are
like,
watching, dog.
So
Get
he was on
up.
the ground for a minute.
Yeah, Justin, my conscience would not let me lay there. I'd be like to stop. Oh, god damn, but you're not getting up. Like fuck no,
At
dude.
the same time, he might have been thinking about it, like just accepting it. Like I hit the ground. They're gonna talk about me.
Just stay here as long as you can.
It's the one where people were posting like this is for the NBA.
No,
What?
there's the NBA logo. Yeah.
And I mean, look, if anybody's watching this out of state, he's from Seattle.
He's from our area, so leave him alone.
Seattle. We're allowed to talk about him forever. You guys got a limit. You know, give the man a break after a week.
Bro, Atlanta
We'll
be saying
honest.
that a lot. Atlanta's like, oh, if you're not from the South, don't talk about the South. So
Right, right.
I'm taking your advice, Atlanta.
Right
If
now,
you're not from here, bro,
leave him
don't
alone.
talk about us.
Give him a little leadway, because did he have a fight before that?
No, Jake Paul did, but I don't think
I know
Nate
he
Robinson did. I think that was
That was his first fight.
yeah. Mhm.
Not bad. I'm gonna give him that. Not bad, because I really expected, if this was his first fight,
Yeah.
him to act like he did right before he got punched, which was he flinched. He flinched.
So people made it into like a race thing too, and it's like it was kind of
Nah.
annoying, bro. Well, because like
I mean, that's gonna happen. But like for me, the biggest disrespect I feel like it was just like you said,
Yeah.
you got beat up by a YouTuber. That YouTuber had a lot to lose.
yeah, he
had
had
a
a
lot
lot
to
to
lose.
lose actually.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nobody already thinks much about him, so I'm sure he took this serious.
Because Nate's community, tell me if I'm wrong, right? But Nate's community, like like basketball and where we're like Seattle, Tacoma area,
Mhm.
bro, they're not gonna forgive you.
No.
No. I'm sorry, I fucked up. No, they're going to forgive you at some point, right? You're gonna get clowned on. Your friends are gonna clown on you. The hood, everywhere around here, we're gonna clown on you, right? But you're Nate Robinson, you'll get back, right, listen? You're Jake Paul, and you get knocked out by Nate Robinson. The YouTube forgive.
Your entire platform will roast you. That's what we're
Yeah,
here for.
the YouTube community will never let you live that down.
Never.
YouTube community is different from your actual home community.
and if you
Yeah.
don't believe him, How many times did you watch a video that you was just like, oh my God, this might be bad, it might be serious, or it might be something that's kind of cringy, and you went to the comment section first? Because you knew somebody was talking shit.
Yeah.
You knew it.
I'm glad YouTube made it to where you could scroll through the comments while watching the video. They know what we want.
Yes.
Give it to us, baby.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
dude.
So I mean, I'm not mad at Nate, but when you come home, you'll get roasted for a while. That's what we do. Well, you know that. Maybe not in Seattle, but Tacoma.
Bro, it's almost like, remember Friday I quoted Craig's Pops? You live to find another day, bro. If Jake would have lost,
right.
it would have been white boy this, cracker this, get knocked out. Oh, bro, you got knocked out by Nate, bro. The white boy, the YouTuber. It's like, that's all we would have heard, bro.
Not too much, though, only because the Conor McGregor and Floyd thing. People really thought McGregor would win because of fighting. And I'm gonna say why. Black, white, a lot of people don't know about boxing. And I'm gonna be real. Jake Paul, when he was in there, there was one thing I seen from Jake, just from the highlights. He did not look afraid to get hit. As in, from what I like to believe from these boxers, like even from Roy Jones.
Yeah.
The whole time when you watch the interviews, he said it. Oh yeah, I know I can get knocked out. Right. We've been telling you can get slept. Nate Robbins should have looked at Jake and probably thought like,
Wasn't Jake taller than him and probably has more muscle mass?
It's natural. It's like what they were saying. So Tyson's usually 210, right? But Tyson naturally can weigh more than 210. This is when Tyson cuts out the fat.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Roy
when he cuts the
Jones,
weight.
looking the way he does not naturally weigh that much. He weighed that much because he was old. Them jowls start to kick in. No offense.
I wanted to
brother, I
ask you
love
about that too, bro. You posted about that. I thought I was fake. When you told
rules?
when you posted the rules, I was like, okay, there's no way this is real. Obviously, like if I didn't pay for it because I didn't really want, you know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah, but
Right.
come on, but,
Right.
But if so let's say I was gonna pay for it, right? Sell me on
Sell
it.
you?
Sell me on why
Sell
I
you?
should buy it under those rules, Mike and Roy.
You making this hard, but okay.
Well, why would I want to buy that under those rules that they made for that fight?
So just
and who asked for those rules too?
Just it looked like it was the fighting committee, like just the natural people who make the rules anyway, who basically shell out the money. But just quick thing, if you guys don't know, 8 rounds, 2-minute rounds apiece, no judges, no official scorecards. No official betting if you did go there to watch, where you really couldn't go there to watch the fight, but no official betting whatsoever. And at the end, they were never going to name a fighter. Oh, and if a cut happened or a knockdown happened, they
The
would
fight
have
ended.
more than likely ended the fight. That issue, in my opinion, the only thing that it really took from is if you don't already watch boxing, you're not going to get the difference. So if you don't watch boxing, you're going to watch two legends who
Just
have
fight.
never gotten a fight, who, in my opinion, is only probably second to Mike Tyson and Ali. Literally. Because Roy Jones did have a good point. Like, bro, if you look at his record, Floyd Mayweather, do you even remember hearing about 50 Floyd Mayweather fights? Ever?
So I'm not gonna lie. I think the first time I ever heard about Mayweather was when people were teasing him and Pacquiao fight.
Right.
And then the one way or another, it just never happened for so long.
Right. And that, I'm gonna tell you right now, Roy Jones said it. He was famous when Floyd Mayweather was coming up. So he had a lot of waves, a lot of good shit. Man, you're really selling it because $50 is cheap for a boxing. It's just two legends going at it. And on top of that, I mean, honestly, this is the only rendition you're really going to get to see whether somebody who, and he's not, Roy Jones Jr., he fights unorthodox, and I don't mean whether left paw or south paw. He fights as in he doesn't throw traditional punches. If you guys ever look at a like a Roy Jones fight highlight, when he throw punches, this dude will look this direction and sock you. He'll punch this direction and keep going. He doesn't come from traditional angles. So he reminded me the most of Ali. You look at Tyson, if you know boxing, he reminded me the most of the perfect aggressive fighter. Every time you hit me and it's a good punch, you're going to eat one if you weren't blocking it.
Ben was telling me a move that Tyson did where, when you go to hit somebody, it's so quick. You hit them with your fist and then elbow at the same time. It's literally at the same time. and he said Tyson was so good at it that they wouldn't call it. It's illegal to do that in boxing, I guess. But he was so good at it that they couldn't call it all the time because that's how quick he was with the fist and elbow hit.
It's dirty though.
Yeah.
It's dirty in fighting. Like I used to think that Tyson got robbed when he bit Holyfield's ear off. I watched that 90 Baby, like whatever.
Sometimes you're gonna bite someone's ear off, too.
In fighting, it's dirty, bro. Like if you ever watch it, like think about it. If me and you are really trying to knock each other the fuck out, and we're leaning on each other's foreheads, when I throw a punch and we're that close, you might get elbowed, trying to grab me or do some shit like that. So like, infighting is dirty. Like. This is when people accidentally get socked in the nuts. This is when somebody, like if I'm punching you and you're as close as the microphone, or you're right here, like you might catch an elbow.
Yeah,
because I dealt
in a
into
street fight that I don't think that's dirty in a street fight, but yeah,
right. So I think more so that it wasn't something he was perfected. It was just the fact that because a lot of people don't know, bro, Tyson was short to us.
He is shorter than most legendary boxers.
He's shorter than 90% of heavyweights, and that was the thing.
Yeah. Ali had
he's
way
5'10".
more. Ali
He's
had
5'10".
crazy reach, and
Right.
Mike was more inside the guy. You know?
Right, but Tyson fought people who were Ali's size. The difference was with Roy Jones. Roy Jones is smaller than Mike Tyson. So unlike Mike Tyson, he don't have to fight to get in.
They look
So-
like uncles at a barbecue. just
Right, and that's what I
fighting
was
over the
trying
last
to,
beer.
and
huh?
and I'll be real with you, man. The training looked more intense than the fight. The training
Yeah,
looked more
you're not
intense than
wrong.
the fight. And
And I thought how
think it was the
intense the
rules.
videos were. I was like, the rules don't make sense.
and that's what I'm saying. I think it was the rules that got them to be like, all right, we can fight, bro, but no real boxer can take this serious. It's almost like, let me ask you something. Would you NBA or NFL?
That's a hard one now. Back in the day, I would have said NFL for sure. Now it's so neck and neck for me. The only thing that I didn't like about this season was, it's not that I didn't like that they used a bubble to relay a message.
Right.
It was just like, I think they overdid it a little bit. But do I disagree with the message? No.
Well,
I just think and I think the NFL has to kind of adapt.
No, they do.
They have to
of what's
because they're
going down.
not, the NBA is more of a players league. But what were you trying to compare it to?
Let me ask you this,
Yeah.
right? Because we were talking about the rules and everything. Would you have watched even with COVID, so we can't go anywhere, so you still wanted the interest.
Yeah.
Would you have watched the playoff, or I'm sorry, the the championship, the series? Would you have always watched it if it was?
I did.
if each one was only about 2 or 3 minutes each quarter?
No. No, I wouldn't have watched it. No.
That's my point. Because you, as a basketball player, I'm not heavy into basketball like that,
Yeah.
but you understand that those minutes heavily change who's going to get substituted.
And who's gonna win and who's gonna
You can have somebody like LeBron going here for damn near the entire game.
You could have like the six. That's why six man of the year is important in basketball. The six man can come in and drop 15 right there. There's the
Right.
difference between you losing the game and winning the game.
Right. So
Yeah.
them acting like changing it from 3 to 2 minutes, making it 8 rounds apiece, and saying that if I knock you down in a fight, when the saying is nobody plays boxing, bro, I'm not gonna really try to punch you. I can't get my money's worth. People will hate me. If I knock you out in a fight, like what was the purpose? How are you supposed to literally fight, knock somebody out? You know what I'm saying? Or try to when
If
they
you
say,
can't do it.
yeah, and that was my thing. I was just like, I praised them for still doing
Well,
it.
it was a draw, so.
And that's my point. But
Actually,
they did say on the points, on just the
Tyson
people-
won, right? Tyson won, right?
Nah, it was Roy.
Oh, really?
Roy won by points, but that's it. Points is just hitting somebody clean.
Yeah, and like most of the time, if you get a knockout, you don't got to worry about the points that they.
Right.
Yeah.
The points are over now. Why? He's asleep.
He's sleepy. Yeah, yeah.
So I appreciated the fight, but yeah, I mean, I might have to go back to watch to see what Nate Robinson might have did right. What
And what he
round-
did wrong.
what
He
round
got knocked the
did he-
fuck out, man.
What round? What round?
What was your opinion on? I know this is a different topic, but what is your opinion on Dave Chappelle asking his fans not to stream the Chappelle Show?
Oh, I appreciate it. It hurt a little bit because that shows nostalgia.
Yeah, but I'll do it for him. I'll do it for him.
yeah.
I was actually
I do it for him.
a couple days before he made that Instagram
got you,
video.
Dave.
Yeah, for sure, bro. But a couple days before he made that Instagram video, I was telling Emily, I was like hella excited that the Chappelle Show was on Netflix. And I was like, fuck yeah, let's watch. I showed her the Clayton Bigsby episode where like he was the mailman and he was visiting that white family. They were the N-word family.
Uh-huh.
You showed me that clip before.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I was showing her all that, and it was just hella funny. And then all of a sudden, I see that clip. It's like, bro, you're like the only entertainer. Like, I'm like, yeah, I'm stop streaming it, dude.
Right.
Yeah,
Like, and I mean, and like you said, he didn't demand it. He didn't say let's boycott.
like not boycott the streaming app, like boycott my show.
He said boycott me. And it's hard when, and just like he said from Netflix, or I guess Netflix would agree, like he gave us what, 3-4 fire stand-ups on Netflix.
They all have been like record breaking, right?
And
Yeah.
why wouldn't you? You know what I'm saying? It's almost like
You
saying,
gotta take care of your talent, man.
Exactly. And you know what? Took words out of my
So
mouth, bro.
what? Do you know the details? I think I heard him say Viacom owns
Viacom?
the sh-
That's the same people that owned Wild 'N Out.
and that's what they took away from Nick Cannon.
Right. Same people.
That's little.
Yeah, I'm
now
not-
the pieces are starting to
Yeah,
come together.
yeah.
Maybe
Viacom
Viacom has a
also-
problem with their
They
people.
2011, somebody told me. They bought BT.
Viacom did?
Shortly after the whole 106 and Park shit. Like, of course we've been not caring, but yeah. Like it was completely off the table. Oh yeah.
Seems like there's a pattern going on here. I just don't know. I don't know how to put my finger on it.
Starting to look a little funny, but
I'll
yeah, bro,
start
I was
watching
with
it for him.
I was with him because I mean, and let's be real. He's probably been more active than not like already famous comedians
Mhm.
than anybody during these times. So why would I not?
And he didn't
want
change
new
up either. I love that shit.
Right? Why would I not want new content by just not? Yeah, you don't want it, bro.
He's
not
a
tripping.
goat. He's so big at this point that like even like liberal white people want to attack him.
Yeah, you can. They tried.
They try, but they can't. Like
can't.
Dave's not. You can't cancel Dave, dude.
Yeah,
And it's like he knows it. He knows that you can't cancel him, bro. Like so, it's like what do we, you know?
and he's unapologetic. I love that part. He's unapologetic, especially when it's something that wasn't misplaced. He spoke his piece, he meant it, and he kept it going. So even with them, like you said, he didn't talk down about Comedy Central.
He just said, "Don't watch my show, bro."
Right, but what did bother me though was what he said about HBO.
What do you? Oh, that they're still putting it on their platform.
That they said, "Why do we need you as kicking you out? Like, bro, you're not necessary for us." And then you guys are one of the first people to buy his show back from him. That's years old, and it's just like this is why anybody says, if you guys watch the podcast, this is why me and him were talking about it earlier. Cable is dead. Cable is dead. These companies, these
the
apps,
streaming sites are gonna
these
take over, bro.
Yeah, this is some bullshit. The shit that they do is not gonna go unchecked. You can't just fuck over people's celebrities and talk about like think about it. Remember he said it before. They told everybody 10, 20 years ago that he was a crackhead in Africa. You can get crack in America. There's good crack here, I'm sure. What the fuck are we going there
It's true,
for?
yeah. What the fuck? Remember they said he's a hermit in Africa and a crackhead. Yeah, there's good crack here, dog.
Like, bro, come on, man. So I'm like, I think at this point, Dave's at the point where like he's like Joe Rogan.
They're too big to get canceled, bro.
the fuck
Spotify's
outta
been trying to
here.
cancel Joe for the longest time.
Right, and then they cut him a check. Like, all right, Joe, we'll
Take
pay
this
you.
100 million. Shut the fuck up, you.
All right, I'll work with you. Feel me?
Hey, touch this 100 mil real quick. Let me touch that shit, bro. I'll rule the world with 100 million.
So yeah, man, you know,
Yeah.
yeah.
Speaking of TV, I love that you watched The Mandalorian too.
Oh yeah, bro. Oh yeah.
So before
What's
we-
my new favorite shit.
Before we talk about it, guys, I will put up a spoiler warning. And if this is a clipped video, just spoiler in general, you know what I mean? Yeah, I've been talking to you about it a lot lately. I know Justin hasn't seen the show. He's not gonna watch it until like the show's over. I guarantee it. Just like how I did Sons of Anarchy, he's not gonna. The show's gonna be done, then he'll watch it.
Right.
Then I'll get a message like, "Hey, bro, the Ahsoka's episode was cool, bro. Yeah, Dustin, you should have watched it when it was out, dude." But anyways, we're on episode 6 is tomorrow of season 2,
Oh my gosh, I don't know. Wait.
chapter 14, I
Yes,
believe. Yeah,
yes,
it's chapter
yes.
14. What are you thinking so far of the season, bro? Do you like just? I want to get your overall opinion. Do you like the way they're going? Do you like the route they're taking?
I was slightly disappointed for a little bit, but that was my own fears. because I was like, man,
Episode
I like
one,
this.
or just what were we disappointed about?
After season one, right?
Mhm.
So let's just assume you guys, everybody's seen season one,
Yeah.
which I told you I loved. I thought it was epic. It gave me really good vibes as far as something I felt like had the quality of movie level, but was on a TV show.
It felt like Star Wars again, man.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So as I'm watching it, and I'm not the most no understood comic or Star Wars fan, I thought it was excellent. So when 2 dropped, for whatever reason, the first episode I got a little bit like it wasn't that good. I was like, nah, it's not gonna be that good. Like, but then I realized it. I was like, you know what? I expect too much from this fucking show right now.
You would have thought I expected too much. You know what I mean? But
Right,
yeah.
right. And I'm sure you do. So I'm just like, nah, man, it's not going to make me get them familiar feelings. And episode 1 was pretty damn good. 2 and 3 dropped. And I was just like, man, see, this is what I'm talking about, man. It's fucking awesome. That's exactly how I felt.
I've been trying to get my bro Justin to watch that shit.
it, man. It was
If-
between seeing... I can't.
It's better than the sequels, bro. Let's just put
Bro,
it out there right now. It is.
I'm gonna say it again, and I said it a couple times. MCU vibes, as far as, and I've said it before. I don't like the way MCU handles their characters all the time, but I love their world building.
The
God
continuity,
Damn
goddamn, it's
it,
top tier. It's
Mandalorian
top
feels
tier.
good.
Yeah.
It just when he's in the ship,
Yeah.
fuck. I'm just like, man, this guy is.
You you don't want to show anybody you're crying.
Like, right,
Vicky, you cry
it's
more?
like, cause it's like even people from me who haven't grew up watching Star Wars, it's like even when you talk to other people who don't watch it, so you're like me, you kind of wondering about it, like, oh, I wonder
Yeah.
how good it is. Like, oh, I don't want to watch no fucking, sword shit. It's like Star Trek shit.
Laser swords.
But
yeah.
then you see this dude, and it's like
There's more to the Star Wars universe than Jedi and Sith, bro.
you can put fuck that. You can put the Mandalorian by any top tier action fictional movie stars, fictional characters. I'm talking about put him by Rambo, and he would fit. Put him by Die Hard, he would fit. He don't talk much. He keeps, and I mean he carries a big stick. It's
Yeah.
just and he watches a fucking baby. It's even good for
A
the women.
50-year-old goddamn baby, by the way. Which his name was revealed. What did you think of the name?
This is,
Grogu.
Grogu.
Yeah, what did you think of the name, man?
It's not bad. It's different.
It actually grew on me. So I'm not gonna lie.
Right.
The night of the episode, I watch it, and she just nonchalantly says Grogu, and I'm like, did she just say the child's name? Is that what we just? Is that what he's fucking? Is that what? It wasn't like a reveal, right?
Right.
She was just literally talking like, oh, me and Grogu were talking, and he said, and I'm like, hey, you and who were talking?
Right.
Grogu.
But it was it's not about Yoda. I mean, it wasn't bad because had they
And she name dropped. Yeah, she did name drop Yoda.
right.
Yep, she did.
So had they have gone, yes.
Well, she knew Yoda, so it makes sense that she goes, "Oh, I've only known one other of the species, Yoda."
Mm-hmm. And I like how they didn't give too much. They just gave
Enough.
It didn't. Yes, because even though I know who Yoda is, it didn't make it feel like you needed to look back on anything.
I think one of the craziest parts about that reveal was when she tells Din Djarin, she's like, "Oh, he was basically taught by multiple Jedi masters on Coruscant during the prequel era. He's the same age of as Anakin, so they were born in the same year. So he's on Coruscant at the Jedi Temple being trained by multiple Jedi masters.
And look at.
So I'm assuming Mace Windu, Yoda, they all had a part in his training.
But what's great? Look at. And I thought about it. I was like, God, there's probably not another Jedi master who considers, because what she said, conversation, not to get too much, that has that somewhat their father figure is a damn Mandalorian. Bruh.
I don't want to geek out too much because I'm gonna geek. I'm like I'm at the point like
Right, it's, man, the show is fire. If you're not watching it, you are missing out. The show is fire.
I want to know
for the
who
fans
came
and
back
for the
to save
newbies.
him. Who came back to save him during Order 66, bro?
Brother,
She
keep the
said it.
block, bro.
Yeah, and I honestly think they should do a scene, like a flashback scene showing Hayden Christensen again, ripping through that temple. And I saw a theory online, and it makes sense. Mace Windu didn't die, and he knows that Anakin's about to probably go to the temple. So Mace Windu makes his way back to the Jedi Temple to save Grogu, bro. I'm calling it right now, dude.
Hey, if you win it, you already know, man. I'm fucking totally behind you. We seen
Or
it here.
when Ahsoka says, "Hey, put him on the stone, and he'll choose his path."
Mm-hmm.
The reason I think it's cool, because let's say he does choose to be with Mando, right? It's not that there's never been a Mandalorian with Force powers. That's where the darksaber comes from. You know the weapon that Moff Gideon has?
Yeah.
That weapon was for the very first Mandalorian Jedi. The very
So a Mandalorian has been Jedi.
yes,
That's
and
not
that
cool.
was the very first one.
Okay,
So he had the darksaber, and then basically, you know, whoever rules that planet has had the darksaber. And I can definitely see, let's say a story takes place 200 years in the timeline.
Right.
They go to Mandalore, and Grogu is Mandalore. He's the leader of Mandalore, bro. He has Force powers. He has the darksaber, and
not
I
gonna
could
lie,
definitely
man.
see that, bro.
I'm not gonna lie, man. Between them doing, like you said, about Order 66, this part is specifically about Order 66.
Yeah.
And then the game they recently came out, which entire story
It was
started.
about Order 66, Fallen Jedi. Yeah.
They're probably about to give you like a big reveal, bro. Because this is canon, right?
Yeah. So I think
Mandalorian is canon,
Cal Kestis could be the one that shows up to him on the Seeing Stone.
right? And this was who knows.
Yeah.
But with them doing this season 2, that's why I said the world building part gave me the MCU vibes, because even though season 2 started off, maybe you felt like it might have been a little slower. It's really looked like it's building into looking into things all the questions you might have had last
Before
season.
season into this one.
Exactly.
Well, I know Jon Favreau said that it's starting to get a Game of Thrones type of feel. If you ever watch Game of Thrones, you'll notice that like they have separate storylines happening at the same time.
Right.
And basically, yeah, the universe that you're starting to notice is they call it the Filoni-verse. So
Filoni.
Dave Filoni is one of the creators of that show.
Okay.
He created Rebels and the
Right,
Clone
right, right.
Wars. So all the characters you're seeing, like Bo-Katan was in episode 3, Ahsoka episode 5. That's all his characters. He's setting up for future Disney Plus shows that are all going to interconnect together. Mandalorian, Ahsoka, Rebel sequel. It's all going to interconnect. It's called the Filoni-verse, bro. It's fire, dude.
Hey, and
Light
this
it
is what
up.
I'm
dude.
saying. This is what I'm saying, bro. It's not the same no more, man. Like these app shows are really, really doing. They got a new budget. They got a different budget.
Yeah, especially for Disney. Come on. I think it was like $10 million an episode. Yeah, Disney was spending $10 million an episode. No wonder they can't shoot for a full hour, dude. I come out.
Hey, man.
Yeah,
I feel
it's
it.
like or
Stupid money, bro.
make it longer. I'm gonna skip the next topic. I don't think that's even important. I don't even want to talk about HBO Max. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm subscribed to that. I actually owe Justin money for my subscription.
But
So
it's-
excuse me, Justin.
their
I'm sorry.
stuff's not coming out yet anyway, though. That's the
Yeah.
part. We haven't seen enough of what we're gonna get there yet. So there's not really much to say other than what we're waiting for. We know we're waiting for Batman. We know we're waiting for movies. We know we're waiting for HBO shows. We know a lot of DC shit's gonna be there. So it's pretty much cut and dry. We'll keep checking for it.
Yeah, same
checking
here.
for
And I owe Justin money for HBO Max anyways. But so the next half, basically, I want to switch it up.
Right.
I don't think me and you've ever talked on camera about this kind of stuff, so I think people will be interested. Why I think fake news is more scary than ever before. I wanted to tell you a theory that I had. Okay,
Okay.
not a theory. It's a theory that I saw online. But you know how like holograms are getting like way more advanced, and we're gonna probably get to a point where we can't tell the difference between a human and a hologram. That might be our future someday. Yeah.
All right.
The reason why I think fake news is more scary than it ever has been before is because of stuff like that. Like, how do I know that, like, if a detective takes me in the office and he's like, hey, we have you on camera killing somebody. Well, that's not me. Oh, but it's you. Like, the technology can make it to where I'm there, but I'm not there.
Yeah.
Like, technology is basically fueling the fake news. I can just be like, oh, Ricky, well, I have you on camera stealing my Switch. You wouldn't steal my Switch. But I'm just using it as an example.
Right.
And I just show you a video of you doing it. That's not you, but it's like, bro, the technology is getting so good. How do we, as a civilization, advance into the fake? How do we separate fake news from real life anymore? I don't.
It's crazy too. It's almost like I kind of thought about that one time, in the sense of when we're watching movies and shit, we'd be like, "Oh, that doesn't look real. That doesn't look real," until it does. But that's movies. What the fuck are everybody else doing who got money or who made this shit? You know, who can just get it just
Yeah.
because, oh, I own this or I own that, and it's like, cause I mean, we know back in the '90s, you know what I'm saying, for our old school shit, like in like a big thing was like the horror movies. They didn't have graphics. They used like just props and stuff, and even those look mad good.
Yeah, the music, the props, the way that like the cinematography kind of made the movie.
Like, and a lot of the like you remember when everybody was wondering like, oh my god, I can't believe they put like young Iron Man and young Tony Stark in Endgame.
Yeah.
And then we get a whole movie which sucked of Will Smith fighting a clone. Right. What if it looked perfect?
That'd be crazy, and we're probably that close to that.
Right. We probably would have loved it, but that's right. That's
You're
what
like,
I'm
what
saying.
the fuck
You're
do I
not
do?
wrong.
It brings up another point that adds on to the theory. Like, who's to say, bro? Like, and I don't even know. I don't think this is kind of going deep down the rabbit hole. Let's say the government could easily fake an alien invasion.
Yeah.
How do I know that if an alien invasion is it looks real, right, Justin? I'm looking in the sky, Justin, bro. They're up there fucking blasting. But how do I know it's real?
I
And like
mean-
he even said, like, oh, I think I heard it by Eddie Bravo. You know, he goes on Joe Rogan a lot.
Yeah.
He was talking about a theory that's like, hey, they're gonna fake an alien invasion. All the nations in the country are gonna get together, like, you know, we're gonna defend Earth, and then we just become a one world government because we know how, like, if there's aliens out there trying to kill us, we gotta be one world. We have to. Like, if an alien is to
Yeah.
land tomorrow, right? What country do they see? What country do they visit? What country do they give the technology to? Right? Like, so they're probably like, oh, we have to be a one world type thing. So it all funnels to all people.
Shit.
I know it's down the rabbit hole. I know.
I
I'm
mean,
just.
you know, but at the same time, it's well, like you said, with how many people have technology too now, it's almost like it's hard to believe, like, unless they were watching us because they traveled here, somebody would have noticed, you know, like
Yeah.
somebody's gonna
Someone
somebody's
better
gonna
know.
want to be the guy to be like, I've seen it first. All right, at least we fucking know, but whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't
There
I don't
has
know.
been, and that guy,
hard.
probably lost his job, probably lost a lot of friends. The sucky part is why this year though they chose this year
to say that we
to
knew.
reveal to us because the Pentagon did come out earlier this year. They revealed it. They just nonchalantly during 2020. That's why I think it's so weird that it was this year. During COVID, during George Floyd, during the riots, the looting, they just drop in. Oh, the Pentagon, we have basically found off-world craft that don't belong here. That's
Right.
not from Earth. Why was that not a bigger story?
And that's what I'm saying. Like,
What's
it's-
going on?
I'm gonna be real with you. I think it's because just their money's getting fucked.
Like no one
Last time
cares
we were
about that,
here-
or
Nah, last time we were here, bro, we were talking about, like, at least just my opinion.
yeah,
We were talking about specifically you was God, I don't want to get it wrong, but like, long story short, if the Pentagon really was doing that, right, like you said, they would have told us earlier. And if you guys are going to do it right now, when, regardless if it's George Floyd, regardless if it's COVID, regardless if it's our economy is breaking because of Trump, right? Any of that shit, people are at a point right now where they're not trusting and they're not spending money or they don't got money. I think they're doing this just to kind of get people back on trying to do their regular day, because it's like, let's be real. The fuck we gonna do if there's aliens? Nothing.
No, I think there is already, but we'll
But-
talk about that later.
But like I said,
Yeah.
though, like,
We're not
wha-
gonna do nothing.
We can't do. Me and you can't do shit.
Life. So basically, like life can't stop once we find out.
Right.
Because it seems like isn't that the type of news where like things just stop?
Right. And that's what they said, bro. That's what they're saying about COVID. Oh, these numbers are bad, but we can't stop the money. And I thought, hey, we're not gonna. And I
And
told
if
you that
they
before.
were-
We're
if
not
they-
gonna wash the money.
If they weren't so shameful about it, I would believe it, and I understand it too. It's probably the truth, Ricky. But if they weren't like, oh, this, like they try to pretend that it's not what it is.
Bro.
Like those people really try to pretend like, oh, but you know, like we need the money. Well, of course you need the money. We need this. How is this thing run?
And that's what I'm
Just straight
saying.
up say like, hey, We still need you guys to work.
Why don't they
Some
say
of you
how
may
they
die.
take their losses? They say how America is taking our losses for the economy, but what companies are taking losses, and where are you okay taking the losses, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because even the place we've both worked, where the fuck have you guys been taking losses? You know what I'm saying?
They don't. Even the pandemic, they didn't
You're
take a
taking
loss.
a risk by going to work.
Mhm.
I'm taking the risk by going to work. And I won't say which.
Yeah.
Even working in a casino, it's like they're gonna find whatever loopholes they want to. Like in case you don't know, it's already a public thing. In case you don't know, we can't have like inside gatherings, right?
I still do. Fuck
right,
the cops.
Right. But the point, that's right.
I mean, it's
But-
ignorant, but I don't give a fuck. Though,
Right, but
so.
like businesses, right? There are specifically casinos that are ran outside, bro.
That's garbage.
Because
Oh,
you're
so
not,
does COVID not live
but-
outside or
but,
what,
hey,
dude?
But that's the point. You can't be in a building. So let's put you outside in a tent with a heater with like all
so
this
it's
other
like a
shit.
building.
Right. So the only way you're not getting past that is if any casino that's not an Indian owned casino, like I think Muckleshoot.
Or like Native American.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think they get called Indians anymore.
Right.
Sorry, I have to
Sorry.
be politically correct. I got a niece and a sister-in-laws who are
All right, I
Native.
take
You know
it.
what I
My
mean?
bad,
So
my bad, my
I
bad.
love them. You know what I mean? It's just like usually
Apologize.
I'm on the same train.
But
you don't have to
still,
apologize.
Either way though, they got that shit going on outside,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
But here's the thing, it's still fucking gambling. If you play at a table, play poker, bitch, we're shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah.
6
It
feet.
doesn't make sense. There's a lot of stuff about this that doesn't make sense.
Right. That's what I'm
But
saying. They're
it's-
not going to stop the money. As in, AKA, even when I watched the election, it's like, and they asked Trump, I was like, what about all these industrial buildings that are giving like people cancer in certain places? You know what he said? He was like, as far as I know, these people are getting paid very well. They've never had jobs,
Straight
but
up,
we're
bro.
giving them jobs. Right. Right. So all that means is
Keep working, though.
don't ask us about that. Okay, we're paying them while
They're
they
paid
die.
well, bro.
Okay, yes,
Yeah.
they're dying, but their pockets are green. It's okay.
The only one that never really made sense to me was restaurants. 'Cause
Right.
Then you take off your mask as soon as you sit down.
And eat,
A lot of stuff about this doesn't make sense.
bro.
We see like okay, they say hey, aliens are coming or aliens are in the sky. This is what probably most of us should do. God damn. Okay, I gotta go to work. Oh, those aliens? Yeah, my rent has to be paid. Oh, they exist? And I gotta buy beer. So, like that's what we should think of it as.
Bro, and
The world shouldn't stop. Bro, like I think like what? There's probably like 60% of people who think that the aliens are real. So why does the world have to stop?
60 to 40. But even still, like, what are you going to do?
Nothing.
What is my tax dollars? You getting paid to defend the planet doesn't mean shit. Why? Because we all gotta live here, bitch.
I think we're
like
like
your-
shrimps compared to them.
Bro, that's like
So
what you
what am
said.
I gonna do? I'm a shrimp.
That's like you saying, oh, like you said about parents. Hey, if I don't pay the bills, we're gonna be homeless. Yeah, you too. So it doesn't fucking matter whether I did my homework. We need to have
8-year-old
a roof.
Timmy's out there slinging dope in the corner. I go, just gonna be homeless if I don't do this. Like,
Right, like, get the fuck out of yeah, man. So
you
it's
wanna buy
like,
some crack, Timmy?
them telling us that, bro, you know what it, bro, they want people just to go to work and be worried about bullshit, in my opinion. Because it's like, I think they're here already. I'm with you on that. But
I
it's
think they're
like,
here definitely.
telling
and
us did nothing.
Why? And 2020 is just the perfect year. If we're gonna look back on this, during COVID, the riots, the police brutality stuff that all happened at once, and all these people are dying, and we can get snubbed by the Grammys. Why did this year we choose? I had to throw that in there. Love you, Weekend, but why did this year we choose? Like it is, you know. And if they are, I think they are here.
Mm-hmm.
They probably blend in with other.
Yeah, I seen a couple of fucking aliens at a couple stores.
I think they're already here, and what could explain? That's not a good point. I don't know how about that. Sorry, that's a super unprofessional of me, but I think they've been around a long time, probably before we were humans.
And that, bro, and that's what I'm saying.
I like the Prometheus movie where he cuts his like arm and like the DNA goes into the water.
I gotta go see that movie.
I mean, that makes sense, bro. Like they probably been
that
around.
movie was heavy about the origins of man. Still,
You know what? I'm gonna tell you guys something that should make you super fucking freaked out about zoos, bro. You guys have been to a zoo, right?
Yeah.
I know this guy. I mean,
Yeah,
you know, but we used to be
Yeah.
we used to be zoo enthusiasts before I became vegan.
My
So
mom
you
used
know
to
what I mean.
take us all the time, every now and then. Well, every now and then.
I mean, I'm not really vegan. I eat Taco Bell sometimes, but the point is, that's not the fucking point. Taco Bell, dude. The point is, when you go to zoos, okay, you're like you're walking to each exhibit, and you're just looking at these poor fucking. They look depressed.
They're fucking caged, bro.
Some of them look like they have drinking problems. They probably just, like my cat does that because he's an indoor cat. He'll be at the back door just staring off into the sky. Like, you want to go out there, don't you? But you fucking can't because there's a door right in front of you.
Right?
So when we're at a zoo, we're watching these creatures, right? I think that's what they do to us. This planet is like a zoo. We're behind the invisible bars of like of the atmosphere, and they're looking at us like we're zoo animals, dude.
You almost like, hold on, because in my head I picture, like, metaphorically,
Uh-huh.
a fucking fence around the planet, and they're just leaning in with a beer, just like,
God damn, look at them
these-
dumbasses.
look at them dumbass.
They still don't have quantum fusing.
Yeah, like
These
wow.
motherfuckers, y'all can't get off this goddamn rock.
You're telling me they don't use wormholes yet?
You guys are scared of the sun? The
yeah, and
fuck?
like it's probably like, okay, stopping at Exhibit A, we have Earth. Yeah, this is
Look at them fighting
one
each
of
other.
one of the universe's youngest planets.
Right,
And
right. Look at them, look at them, look at them. They're fighting each other, kids.
yeah,
look at
look at they use doggy style too. Look at them motherfuckers.
Look at them. They're shooting metal pieces at
But
each
it's
other.
like, bro, we're a zoo, and we put our animals in zoos. It's so weird how, like, I think it rhymes.
oh my god, you talking about like watching a movie within a movie?
It's like, yeah,
cage within
because
a
we're all
cage.
structured, bro. It's almost like, and
Yeah.
I've been thinking for a long time that like we're some fucking weird alien kids science experiment.
That's some Matrix shit, bro.
They take right, Justin. It all relates back to what you do on Earth, bro. Tell me I'm wrong. You go home. In California, they did that. They sent me home with a box and there was a moth in it, and I had to take care of its cocoon until it hatched. Right, bro. We're some kid's fucking cocoon.
Some box, right?
He goes to class every day like, oh, he gives his teacher the update on what Earth's doing. Oh, so they still haven't designed wormholes, right, Asin? Well, you get a B this quarter until they can design wormholes, dude.
We're some like retarded kids project because 2020 is an F right now.
That's fact.
You weren't supposed to let them get a pandemic.
You weren't supposed to let them get COVID yet.
They're not fucking making it. I didn't
I just thought that's what we do.
know
Once-
they need water and shit.
Once Trump became president, we should have known something fucked up. Like the glitch, it was funny at first.
Somebody
right?
dropped the ball.
It was funny. Trump was funny at first, but
was.
and then he just started like, I was like, okay, yeah, this isn't funny no more,
He-
bro. Something's
yeah.
going on,
He
dude.
on-
Like,
I feel like he only became funny to the people who gave up hope. Like, shit's about to end.
like, damn, bro, we got Trump.
Right.
Trump.
Damn, that kind of sucks that they just be watching us through the fence. Like, should we
They
help?
probably
them?
do.
Nah, fuck them.
A lot of people say that like they it doesn't necessarily it doesn't necessarily mean they don't believe in extraterrestrial life, right? Like interdimensional traveling and interdimensional beings. So Justin, think about it this room for a second, okay? There could be aliens watching us right now. We don't know because we can't see the dimension they're in.
Now
Right?
that-
Like it's saying like there's so many things that we don't like our human brains can't comprehend that kind of stuff.
I mean, that's kind of why we don't. What do they say that it's like a real thing? It's something with like electricity, like that shit with that horror movie White Noise. It's just how like they detect whether there's spirits there or not.
Mm-hmm.
It's a level of electricity, and there's like, yeah, there's certain I know there's certain like, of course we can't hear the best. Like there's certain frequencies we can't hear
Yeah.
because they're like too loud or shit, there has to be like certain things we can't see.
Yeah.
Right. And that's why like
I'm getting chills.
even whether we're thinking about ghosts or anything like that and shit, it's like I feel like there's a reason why there's places like New Orleans is voodoos and hoodoo shops or people who still like, you know
I
what I'm saying,
believe that
there's,
they
like
can see that shit.
psychic places. Bro, there's a reason why people like or even the government don't come in and be like, yep, we're taxing this shit, because I don't think you can fully understand that shit without getting into it.
I'm not trying to and
don't
no
wanna know.
offense to him, because I love the show. I'm not taxing. What's his name, the son from American Horror Story,
Nah, fuck that.
Papa Ligma.
Nah, fuck
I'm not
that.
taxing him.
Nah.
You could just take whatever you want, dude.
Do
I'm
what
not
you need to
taxing
do.
Papa Ligma, dude.
Don't leave this state though.
I don't even know if it's Papa Ligma. If you're watching Papa Ligma, I'm sorry. I'm a white guy. Give me a break. I'm white, dude. Okay, but I'm not
But-
taxing Papa Ligma, dude.
But big facts. Nobody wants to fuck with that shit. Certain haunted places, people just don't go. And I think I've said that one time before. It's like, bro, you're not about to just fuck on some, like, and bro, and even in every religion and even in science, they like hold like dead stuff and spirits to a different like.
You kind of have to. What were you gonna say before we continue?
Yeah, what was you watching?
Like we see things because we have eyes.
Yeah.
We smell things because we have a nose.
Yeah.
Like, there's probably things happening right around us
We don't know.
That we don't have,
because
so
we're
we
not
can't.
physically capable of
And that's the creepiest thing. Maybe aliens aren't extraterrestrial. Maybe they're interdimensional. Maybe that's
Like
how they
ghosts?
can travel like 13 billion years away. Remember the folding paper theory?
Oh,
It's
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
you know, you go through a wormhole and instantly you can be here.
It's because you
Boom.
You just you get
They've
rid of
even
the-
said that there's wormholes all around us, but they're so small we can't see them. The scientists have literally said that. What if aliens have found a way to harness that wormhole, make it bigger? Like, you know, in the Sonic movie, Sonic's mom, well, not Sonic's mom, Sonic's caretaker throws the ring and like,
yeah.
it's almost like you just some
Dr.
they've
Strange.
harnessed it. Yeah.
Doctor Strange shit.
So maybe the question of will we see aliens contact us in our lifetime? I think we will, but I think me and you will probably be pretty old.
You know what's crazy though when you think about it, like they've like all forms of things focus on that. Like even when you think about even like Disney, Monsters Inc. did that. Any random door went to any place in the world. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, bro, even between like dreams, between black holes and shit like that. That's why I'd be like, that part is probably the scariest thought ever. That like, if aliens are here, like you guys ever seen that? It's fucking horrible, but it was like the original Final Fantasy movie. The aliens they met were all energy, just killing folks. They were going through walls, metal, nothing could shoot them. And I was just like, that would fucking be horrible.
And
Like if aliens
can
are
you
like
imagine
fucking
that?
air or move like a fart,
They probably, bro.
what are you gonna do?
There's so many things that like movies just kind of have a hard time explaining.
Yeah.
For instance, if you're a civilization from like let's say 13 billion years away from me, right? You probably come from a planet with different elements. There's probably not salt on your planet. What if their planet has different elements that we can't even understand?
Yeah.
There's probably different ways of traveling that we can't understand because our planet doesn't have every element ever.
Exactly.
There's probably like there's probably diseases on their planet that are like common, like okay, no one dies.
War of the Worlds.
But you bring that disease here, you're wiping out everything.
That's what'd be
Like-
crazy too. What if it was vice versa? Like that War of the World shit. I always thought about that. Like, what if because we were just so unadvanced, they were like, no, that shit would kill us. They still wipe their ass with regular fucking wood paper.
Yeah, what were you saying?
things like that now. Like we have an island on Earth. It's like near.
It's near the North Indian Ocean, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
like,
is it?
They're so uncivilized that that's why we're not allowed to contact them.
You never heard about that, Ricky?
Contact them, then we can
They're
wipe
called the
That
ant. Will you Google it real quick, Dustin, so I don't fuck up the name? But
Is
it's
it
like
is it
the
like illegal to contact them?
Yeah,
the
like, government-
Sentinelese Islands or something like that. Yeah.
They made it illegal to contact them because like they're so uncivilized. They're like thousands of years.
They said 10,000.
Yeah, that if we were to contact them, like we don't know if we would even kill them just by touching them.
There was a conqueror back in the day that went there and like raped hella people and spread a disease. I think it was malaria. Maybe I'm wrong, but it was like a disease that almost wiped that island out. So then I think the next one was when that white Christian guy went, like what was it, like a decade ago or something like that. He like this white like evangelist. Yeah, they killed him. He had visited the island before. They were cool the first
No,
time. The second time he
I
comes
heard
out, they
that.
kill him.
He tried to come back and like help
Yeah.
them and leave people the fuck alone.
I don't want to hear about God either sometimes, bro.
Fix
You
it
think
right.
these guys do?
Fix your own shit. Who the fuck comes over there with Bibles not food?
What if we're Justin in it? Oh, remember, guys?
Think about it, bro. If I came to your house, talk about you not gonna let me come in your house and read this book? No, bitch. But if
Bro.
I came in here offering you some Thanksgiving turkey,
I'm taking that shit. Huh?
Last year,
Oh, last year. Oh, damn, that was last year. Bro, I've told you guys earlier in this episode that everything that I'm talking about relates back to Earth. The zoo, right? Us in the zoo thing relates back to stuff we do on Earth. The other thing, this does too.
Yeah.
What if Earth is like the North Sentinelese Island, and we're surrounded by hella things that are just like, oh, you can't go there.
Yeah, man.
It's illegal to travel there right now because they're so underdeveloped. We don't want you spreading
not-
a disease they can't cure and all that shit.
We're not about to have you go over there, they do something stupid to you, and now they're spreading. And when you think about that, that's kind of what we do. Yeah, that's kind of, even with COVID, you might have COVID, keep your ass at home,
Imagine taking COVID there. They probably wiped that whole island out.
right? Or
You
they
know?
probably, it'd be funny if they was eating shit that was like COVID cures and shit like that. And it's like, yeah, dying from this? Nah, y'all stay there. Y'all probably got some other dumb shit. But I'm like, imagine that. If they're really that good watching us, like you guys watching us beat the fuck off and bite my ass and just do random shit, lie on the phone.
He's like, oh,
and-
we should do that for them. Yeah, you can come jack me off all you want, alien. Yeah, goddamn.
You know what I'm saying? Like you would never, you would leave somebody like that alone. So I'm like, damn, that would suck. Cause they be judging us all on a general spec. Nah, they're not ready. They have heart attacks. Fuck them.
What would you? That was just garbage, bro. So going back to the Pentagon thing, they found craft that aren't from this world, right? So that alone, so they have craft. So the Pentagon has UFOs. You know why I also don't think they don't tell us? They're afraid of other countries trying to weaponize that shit, dude. Wouldn't
We
you
know
be
that,
scared
though.
of like Russia or China getting hold of a UFO?
I'm afraid of any of
I
us
don't-
having that
I
shit.
think though that if we have stuff like that, then maybe other
They do
countries as
too.
well, they're just being quiet about it.
Yeah, it's probably just, you know how it is, man. It's a money thing. America can't, in my opinion, from what I think, they're not going to do too much without us knowing about it or another country knowing about it. Because if everybody's not free for us, then other countries are looking at America like, oh, what they're doing? Oh, fuck them. If what they say is true,
They probably agree.
they got some too.
Which makes me believe that Bob Lazar's story on Joe Rogan's show, where he was saying that they told him that a lot of that was found from an archaeological dig. So they've been around for a while. Whether that ship was left there deliberately for us to find, or they crashed it. Can you imagine traveling 13 billion light years away just to crash on Earth? What? You crashed here? Who was driving that thing?
Bro, I'm gonna be real. I think at most we might have something that was like you said, the dumb alien.
That
we
probably we
caught
think of
the alien that was traveling planet to planet. Nah, y'all caught the dumb one. Nah, y'all caught somebody's pet.
No, yeah, for sure. And you know, we think of aliens as so far advanced from us that there shouldn't be. Like, if you're able to travel interdimensionally, or you're able to travel like that far, there shouldn't be dumb alien, right? There shouldn't be dumb aliens if you're able, like, but maybe there are.
We caught. Oh my
Maybe
god.
we're at a part of the galaxy where like that type of travel is super hard for us, but where they're from, they could still be dumbasses in interdimensional travel.
Could you imagine if we captured the dumb alien and then based our technology off of him, only to get there and be like,
Like,
it's our
damn,
fucking,
bro.
it's our fucking pet, bro.
Oh, you learned from the fourth ranked guy.
You guys listen to Roger? He's fucking.
Right.
Roger's a loser, bro.
we had this dude locked up. What the fuck?
Oh, thanks for returning him. Now you guys can't go either. Now you're an accomplice to a
Bruh.
crime. You guys are
Bruh.
fucked.
Yeah,
Bro, as
yeah.
long as there's sushi and pussy on whatever planet I go to, I'm good.
That's why I leave
I'm
it
eating
alone,
both.
man. I leave it alone because at the end of the day, look at all the shit that's like. I'll put it to you like this: there was at some point, right?
Mhm.
Somebody was like, "Wow, people can just eat the fruit off the trees and have sex all day and drink this fresh water out
Let's
the
make
spring."
them work 9 hours a day.
Yeah, let's fuck this up. It's not enough. I'm not happy.
I'm not happy. What should we
Somebody
do?
actually fucked that up. That's why I'm like, let's just focus on us. I'm sure they're thinking like,
He's like, sir,
their planet works and they're fucking it up. Nah,
yeah, we
bringing it.
are. He's like, sir, should we tell them that they should work 9 hours a day? You know, He's like, no, I'm cool with what we do now. I mean, we don't really do anything. It's actually kind of cool. No, we should make them work and pay
Right.
taxes. And it's
All
like,
this extra shit. Somebody was like, nah, this is not enough. I'm gonna fuck up.
we're gonna beat the work
Nah,
up.
somebody was really like, we should all be able to do what we want. And somebody was like, nah.
Fuck that shit.
Right. I want people to listen. So it's
Before
like,
we end the episode, guys, thanks for tuning in. Tune in. Yeah, thanks for coming over, bro. I'm gonna have you over more often.
you need to
Love
make
the
that
energy,
a word, bro.
Tune?
Tuning
In?
It's like tuning into the channel.
I made Drew Mungus. What's the fucking word I made up just Not Drew Mungus, but
Drewmungus?
Drew Mungus.
Drew Mungus.
Or I think in the episode I said Jew Mungus. I don't even know why I said that. Excuse me for my habit. I'm just gonna start telling people I'm slow. Maybe
Hey,
they'll.
fuck it.
Yeah.
But tuning in is hey man, it's to the channel, right? They gotta subscribe to the channel. You gotta tune in. You're tuning.
Yeah, and until next time, guys.
Hey, stay clean.